Hi everyone, I am here at the Bible reading. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're going to be reading Revelation chapter 13, Psalm 141, and Proverbs chapter 30 verses 18, 19, and 20. Give me 1 second, guys. I forgot to update the prayer list real quick.
1 second.
Are you feeling better today?
No.
Your throat ain't feeling no better at all? Yet?
No.
You hear Sherm starting to cough again. That's all he does. I give him, he's on antibiotics now. We both are. But been giving him Robitussin for the cough. Been giving him mucus flu for the cough. Nothing helps. Okay, guys. So let's get started. Revelation chapter 13. Three days till Christmas, guys. Did you guys see the Christmas star last night? If not, I've got something to tell you. I didn't know it then when I made the video yesterday, but now I know. My niece called me from work last night to remind me about the Christmas star, and I was going to call her, but I knew she was at work to remind her. But Mom's like, she already knows, so I didn't say anything. But she called me, and she was outside at work looking for it too, and she couldn't see it. My aunt finally seen it last night when it cleared up down there some. We never did see it here, and it was pouring the rain, and I didn't want Sherm going out with the sore throat. I didn't want us to get sicker, so we didn't go out in the rain. But Sherm looked out the door, and I looked out the windows, and we didn't see it. But NASA said, I was watching a clip on it last night. It was a live clipping. They said if you didn't get to see it last night, don't be upset, because it's going to be around for a whole week now before it goes away. So within this week, we should all get to see it sometime, hopefully. If I do, like I said, I'll take a video of it. So we're going to look for it tonight and see if it's out there. Because so far it's not raining here today, but Christmas Eve and Christmas we're supposed to get bad snow and ice. Alright. Revelation chapter 13 will be talking about the beast of the sea and the beast out of the earth. Let's start with the beast out of the sea. The dragon stood on the shore of the sea, and I saw a beast coming out of the sea. It had 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on its horns, and on each head a blasphemous name. Isn't that just sick? Can you imagine seeing that? That coming out of the ocean and with blasphemous names on its head, on each head. That's only Satan. Only Satan would do that. The beast I saw resembled a leopard, but it had feet like those of a bear and a mouth like that of the lion. The dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and great authority. One of the heads of the beast seemed to have had a fatal wound, but the fatal wound had been healed. The whole world was filled with wonder and followed the beast. Yeah, let me read that again. The whole world, our world is going to hell. Going to hell. You see this world getting worse and worse and all this stuff. They're wanting to take prayer out of school again that Trump just put in. And they're going to make abortion legal again. You know, it's just on and on and on. The things people get away with here, and God doesn't like it. And we'll find out. But the world will follow this beast. And I think the world right now would be ready to already. The way it's going. So the whole world was filled with wonder and followed the beast. People worshipped the dragon because he had given authority to the beast. So they worshiping Satan. And they also worshipped the beast, Satan, and asked, who is like the beast? Who can wage war against it? Well, I'll tell you, God can. our Heavenly Father and our brother Jesus, and guess what? They will win. The beast will be defeated, and all the bad people with him that was supporting him. The beast was given a mouth to utter proud words and blasphemies, and to exercise its authority for 42 months. Remember that. It opened its mouth to blaspheme God and to slander his name and his dwelling place and those who live in heaven. But guess what, Satan? You don't win. It was given power to wage war against God's holy people and to conquer them. Just like Christians all around the world in certain places are being persecuted still. Like I was telling you about yesterday in China. The Christians, I seen them where they had beat this one guy and was arrested, and a lot of them get killed. A lot of places are like that in the world still. Just like it was back in the disciples' times. They got killed. But they didn't stop proclaiming the Lord, because they knew where they was going to go when they passed on. They knew all they can do to me here in this world is kill me, then it's over. But my soul is eternal. If I don't turn from God, if I stay faithful to my God, I'm going to paradise. If not, I will live with Satan for eternity. All inhabitants of the earth will worship the beast, all whose names have not been written in the Lamb's book of life. The Lamb who was slain for the creation of the world, Jesus. And it says here, it was given power to wage war against God's holy people and to conquer them. And it was given authority over every tribe, every language and nation. All inhabitants of the earth will worship the beast, all whose names have not been written in the Lamb's book of life. The Lamb who was slain from the creation of the world, Jesus, the Lamb. Remember how you get your name in the Lamb's book of life. By being saved through Jesus Christ. You have to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. Being saved, and that's when your name will get written in the Lamb's book of life. Whoever has ears, let them hear. If anyone is to go into captivity they will go. If anyone is to be killed with the sword they will be killed. This calls for patient endurance and faithfulness on the part of God's people. That's why you need to keep your faith strong. Read God's word every day. Talk to God every day. Pray. That's how you make your faith stronger and stronger. Because if not, you're not going to stand a chance against the devil. Now, the beast out of the earth. Then I saw a second beast coming out of the earth. It had 2 horns like a lamb, but it spoke like a dragon. It exercised all the authority of the first beast on its behalf, and made the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast, whose fatal wound had been healed. And it performed great signs, even causing fire to come down from heaven to the earth in full view of the people. Just like they said when these fake Jesus people come back saying they're Jesus and whatever, and they're going to do signs and wonders, and a lot of people will fall for it. Don't fall for it, guys. I've told you over and over, when that happens, if somebody comes back saying they're Jesus and can do like miraculous things, don't fall for it. Because we're all going to know at the same time, there'll be no mistaking when Jesus comes back. You see what's going to happen here. You cannot mistake this. So don't fall for any of that. That's just the devil trying to trick you. Because of the signs it was given power to perform on behalf of the first beast, it deceived the inhabitants of the earth. It ordered them to set up an image in honor of the beast, who was wounded by the sword and yet lived. The second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the image could speak and cause all who refused to worship the image to be killed. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, to receive a mark on their right hands or their forehead, so that they could not buy or sell unless they have the mark. You won't be able to get food or anything unless you have the mark of the beast on your forehead or right hand. And a lot of people will be like, I'm getting it because I got to have my food and I got to have this and that. To receive the mark on their right hands or foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name, which is 666. That's the number of the beast. Well, you'll see in a minute. This calls for wisdom. Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. That number is 666. Like if something in ours comes to $6.66 at the grocery, I always throw in a pack of gum or put something back. I'm not even messing with that. I don't mess with 666 in any form. Maybe people call me superstitious, whatever. I don't care. Not having nothing to do with it. All right. So that is where we're stopping with Revelation today. That was Revelation chapter 13. Okay, and Psalm 141 is a Psalm of David. So let's get back to some not so scary times. I call to you, Lord. Come quickly to me. Hear me when I call to you. May my prayer be set before you like incense. May the lifting up of my hands be like an evening sacrifice. Set a guard over my mouth, Lord. Keep watch over the door of my lips. Do not let my heart be drawn to what is evil, so that I take part in wicked deeds. Along with those who are evildoers, do not let me eat their delicacies. Let a righteous man strike me, that is a kindness. Let him rebuke me, that is oil on my head. My head will not refuse it, for my prayer will still be against the deeds of evildoers. Their rulers will be thrown down from the cliffs, and the wicked will learn that my words were well spoken. They will say, as one plows and breaks up the earth, so our bones have been scattered at the mouth of the grave. But my eyes are fixed on you, sovereign Lord. In you I take refuge. Do not give me over to death. Keep me safe from the traps set by evildoers, from the snares they have laid for me. Let the wicked fall into their own nets while I pass by in safety. And that was Psalm 141, a Psalm of David. Now I want to tell you guys, the world's getting worse and worse, and when this starts happening, like I was telling you, Revelation, a lot of people will fall for it, just like the fire coming down from heaven. They're like, oh, that's God. No, it's not. Okay, it's Satan doing those things. You heard it right here in the Bible. The Bible is God's living word. You heard it. And they're going to be like, people's going to be like, where's God? Where's God? Thinking God has abandoned them or whatever. Stay strong. Stay in your faith, because God is coming, just not till the appointed time He has decided. He's waiting to see who's going to stay faithful and who's going to turn to the devil. Just like the Hebrews when they was in the desert after God freed them from Egypt. Remember what happened? They were all worshiping God. Look at all the great things they seen Him do. So they're worshiping Him. And then Moses goes up into the mountain to get the 10 Commandments and was going for a good time. And while they were down there, they thought, well, where's God? He's not here, And Moses ain't coming back. So they threw all their gold jewelry and stuff together. And out came the image of a golden calf. And they worshiped that. Same thing as worshiping Satan. They turned to God that quickly. Have faith and wait patiently, because God will come back, whether you're ready or not. And if you've turned to the beast, that's only your decision. Because I'm telling you right now, God will come back. He has not abandoned you. He will come back. It may look like the devil's winning, but he will not win. Trust me, he will not win. It may look that way, but don't give up. He can't beat God, and he knows it. You have to know it. Okay, guys, and ending today's Bible reading is Proverbs chapter 30, verses 18, 19, and 20. There are 3 things that are too amazing for me, 4 that I do not understand. The way of an eagle in the sky, the way of a snake on a rock, the way of a ship on the high seas, and the way of a man with a young woman. This is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I've done nothing wrong. I know people like that too. They can do the most evil things and be like, so? What are you going to do about it? God's not here. He's not real. I can do what I want. You're just a joke. You're a Bible thumper. Trust me. I'm talking about my own family here, some of them. Very, very close family. And you think I want to see them go to hell because they treat me that way? Or treat my husband that way? And talk about God that way? It makes me mad. But I don't want them to go to hell. I want them to change their ways so they can go to heaven. I don't want to see anybody go to hell. Not my worst enemy. You don't want to wish that on no one. Alright guys, so that was our Bible reading. I hope it touched your hearts. Okay, our prayer request today. Please keep Sherman Crabtree in your prayers. He's still really sick. Strep throat and fever, cough, all that fun stuff. Cindy and Jim Welsh, Rhonda Karshner, Abby Myers, Matthew Simpson. Congratulations to those 2 guys. They're engaged now. Jimmy Myers, he's still not doing any better with his headaches. I talked to Mom this morning. He's not doing any better. Dora Carper, Layla, and her son Emil. Please pray especially for Layla right now for her health, as well as other things, but especially for her health right now because she's having a lot of health issues. So she really needs prayers for her health. So please keep Layla's health in your prayers, that it gets better. Please pray for my sister Melly. Things are looking up. This found out today that she talked to the court and she's going to get the kids back for the weekends and eventually, sooner or later, get the kids back home permanently, the 2 littlest ones. Please pray for Tabitha Clary. She has ALS and it's just getting worse. Randy Post, Judy Thompson. I heard from Granny Judy today. And she has gastroparesis like me, but she didn't get diagnosed. She didn't get it till she's an elderly woman now, of course. And so it's a lot harder on her. And she's been having a lot of trouble with her stomach, she told me, which she tells me every time, because I know how it is. I understand, because I have the same disease and I go through it every day too. And she has to go to Columbus and have a bypass after Christmas. So please keep her in your prayers. She's not young and she hasn't been feeling good at all. Gastroparesis can really make you feel miserable. You don't even feel like living half the time. Trust me, I know. Sometimes I go on a flare-up for a week or 2 at a time. Lose a bunch of weight. All you do is throw up. You can't eat. Your stomach feels like somebody's twisting your insides, like you got Charlie horses in your stomach. Horrible cramping. It's just horrible. Elizabeth Jeffries, Ray Dunlap. You know, Ray's got Veneers disease, and I heard he's getting a little better. So please keep him in your prayers. He's actually at my aunt's house right now. They're brought them Christmas presents. He's a pastor. He actually married Sherm and I. Actually married my sister and her husband as well. Okay, and April Thacker and her family, Bridget Boggs and her family, including Penny Cockrell, who's my aunt's best friend. She's got double pneumonia and COVID all at the same time here, and she's not doing well at all, so please keep her in your prayers. And another one of Bridget's aunts has been admitted to the hospital, last I heard, for COVID. Her other aunts were getting better. They had it and were getting better, but Chrissy, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how she pronounces her name. Chrissy or Christy. She was bad enough to have to go to the hospital. Hers just got worse. You know, everybody's different. All of our immune systems are different. You just never know who it's going to hit. And they said the second wave's here or coming soon, and it's going to be worse than the first. So, and I don't know about this shot they got out. I don't know about that. The people on TV you see taking it, the leaders and stuff, you don't know if that's what they're really getting. They could be getting B12 shot, flu shot, anything. You don't know that's what they're getting. And is it really safe? I've seen people get it on live TV and pass out on live TV. Some girl the other day on there. And I've heard a couple other people has been hospitalized from it already. So I don't know whether it's a good thing or not. I mean, it's scary. It's really scary, but if it really worked, you know, and didn't have horrible side effects, yeah, everybody should get it. But I don't know, why are people passing out and getting sick and having to be hospitalized because of it? I don't know. So far, you know, Sherman and I have decided we're not getting it, but who knows what the future holds, you know what I mean? A lot of people said that about the flu shot too, and look how many lives it saved. So it's just, you know, one of those waiting games to see how it goes. Alright guys, so that was everything for our Bible reading today. I hope it touched your hearts. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys. God bless. And don't forget to look for the Christmas star tonight if you didn't see it last night. Bye guys.